Hello and welcome back to the channel, and we are here with another Secrets of Dumbledore video, and this is 10 things that have been explained since the release of the movie that wasn't explained very well during the movie. I got a lot of this information from the book that was recently released, and it was the Fantastic Beasts, The Secrets of Dumbledore Movie Magic book, and they just go into a bit of detail about some of the elements of the film. A lot of it is based around the making of the movie and the props and the designs of things. They do explain a couple of moments in it, which is really fascinating, and I wanted to discuss them with you on the channel. If this is something you're interested in, please obviously don't forget to subscribe to this channel. We make all kinds of Wizarding World content. We do theory videos, we do trailer breakdowns, and we do videos like this where we delve into the secrets of the Harry Potter and Wizarding World universe. If that sounds like anything you're interested in, hit that subscribe button and get involved in the comments, because I do reply to everybody. I will also leave a link to some of my videos down below. One of those will be the full in-depth breakdown of the State of Play trailer that we got for the Hogwarts Legacy game. I found all sorts of secrets. If that's something you're interested in, the link will be below and also in the cards up above. So let's get into this video, and the first thing that has been confirmed from this movie magic book is that the initial sequence that we get with Dumbledore and Grindelwald is actually a dream on the behalf of Dumbledore himself. Now, there's a line in the book that says, "Fantastic Beasts and the Secrets of Dumbledore" opens with Albus Dumbledore dreaming of a reunion with Gellert Grindelwald in the setting of a fashionable cafe in Piccadilly Circus. The two wizards discuss the Blood Pact they made as youths. So this confirms one of my potential theories about this scene, and I did not know if it was actually taking place. Obviously this scene ends with flames around them and all of the people inside the cafe disappear. It was not very clear as to what was happening and whether these two were meeting telepathically, but this confirmed that it was actually just a dream on Dumbledore's behalf, and he was obviously hoping that he would be able to talk some sense into Grindelwald. But it's interesting to see that even in his dream he did not believe that this was going to be possible. So the second point that we get from this book is actually about the Great Wizarding Express, the train that the gang all meet up on when they start to form their plan to have no plan to defeat Grindelwald. Now, the most confusing thing about this scene for me initially was how Lally and Jacob managed to get to the train itself. Now, we do not know exactly how portkeys work. We've got some understanding from the Harry Potter books and films. Some either react to being touched at a specific time and some react just being touched in general. However, we do not know exactly how the teleportation of these work. But it does seem, however, that you can teleport yourself into the Floo network. Now, in this scene, when watching the trailers in my initial trailer breakdowns, I noticed that when Jacob came through the fireplace, he had the green flames around him that looked like Floo powder. Now, it has been confirmed in this book that the Great Wizarding Express links directly to the Floo network. So it is possible that you may be able to take a portkey into the Floo network itself, which is an interesting thing that we've never seen happen before. Unfortunately, there is no more information in this book about it, but it does confirm that the Wizarding Express itself links to the Floo network. So the third thing this book confirms is Yusefs Gift. And it does state that it isn't actually a gift from Dumbledore, but it is in the section of the gifts that all the characters get. In this section, it does say, "Though not a gift from Dumbledore, Yusefs carries a brooch containing a picture of his half-sister Leta Lestrange. It is described as being a memento from his life." Now, it's interesting to see that he carries this around. Maybe when he tells Grindelwald that he is spying on him for Dumbledore, and Queenie says that he still resents him for the death of his half-sister, he has actually grown in the time that we've seen between the last film and the Secrets of Dumbledore to care for his sister and to greatly miss her and the opportunity that he missed in getting to know her. And the fact that he carries a brooch round to signify this is a really interesting fact and actually adds some depth to his character. And the fourth bit of information we get from this book is actually really interesting to me and helps remove a plot hole in this series. We have obviously been released the book Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them to us, so we can see lots of Fantastic Beasts known throughout the Wizarding World. However, a lot of the creatures that we have met throughout the Fantastic Beasts film franchise were not included, or were actually included differently portrayed in the Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them book. Now, in this book, they mention that they have created the Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them 2nd edition book. So that means there are more than one edition of the book. So the book that we received could well have been the 1st edition, which is why a lot of the creatures that Newt sees later on in his life through this story are not included in the book that we have received. And also depictions of some of them, such as manticores, are portrayed differently until he meets them in this series, and he will obviously release the 3rd edition later after this film. And the 5th secret that we get from this movie that was not explained while watching it was what Dumbledore gave Newt to get into the Erkstag prison. The first piece of paper that he actually gave him was just a signed note from Dumbledore asking for permission for Newt to go and visit his brother and check on his well-being. It's interesting to see if Dumbledore has this much sway over the German prison system just by signing his name at the bottom of it. And the second piece of paper that was given to him was actually a signing in form, and it came up with information about his visiting hours and also about the rules when visiting. Some of the rules when visiting was saying that he had to obviously hand over his wand and any other magical items, including creatures. It does specifically say that on the piece of paper, however it is translated from German. And the other piece of information was how long his visiting hours were, and he had 9 hours to go and visit him. They also stated they do not take responsibility for anyone's well-being while they're in the prison, which is very clear. So talking about the prison, the 6th thing that we get information about from this book is the manticores itself, and the giant creature at the bottom of the prison is actually just the mother manticore, and this has been confirmed in the book. She is just a larger and more senior version of the baby manticores that we see throughout the rest of the prison. There is a specific line in the book that confirms this, and it states, "Chaos ensues when the mother arrives. We never really do see the mum as a whole creature because she is so big." So directly after this scene in the film, we get the scene where Dumbledore and Credence confront each other, and this scene was not explained in the slightest, but was just glorious to watch. However, we do get a brief explanation of what's happening in this scene from this book. So, because this duel is going to take place in the non-magical world in the heart of Berlin, Dumbledore takes steps to try and protect all of the muggles in the area and all of the surrounding area itself. It says in the book, so Dumbledore creates a fake version of Berlin, a mirror world version of it, where all signs are literally flipped. So this is an incredible show of power from Dumbledore that he transports Credence into a world of his own creating. This means that whatever damage happens in this world does not affect the outside world. The Deluminator did not actually come into play. There was no use of the Deluminator to create this mirror world, and there was no extra powers that were given to it. And the only inclusion of the Deluminator in this scene was to turn down the sunlight in the fake world that Dumbledore had created. The line in the book states this. Later on, Dumbledore used his Deluminator to turn off the daylight so the real world that is on the other side can be seen through puddles and windows. This is a perfect metaphor to show that things are not what they seem. So this is obviously exactly the line that Dumbledore uses in this scene, and it's interesting to see that the Deluminator was actually just there to do what we know the Deluminator does and turn down the lights. I would love to know exactly how he managed to create this mirror world. It's not obviously explained, but we know that Dumbledore is incredibly powerful, and the fact that he can create this illusion that fools Credence completely is just incredible. So as a part of this scene, we also do get another reveal that is revealed in this book, and that is the fact that Credence's phoenix is not orcs. In a paragraph in the book, it states, the decision was made to have a digitally created phoenix and make it look as though it is towards the end of its life cycle, so it is less red and vibrant and much greyer than Albus Dumbledore's phoenix, Fawkes. So in this line they refer to Fawkes as a separate phoenix, so this is a completely new phoenix that has presented itself to Credence because obviously he is a Dumbledore and he is a Dumbledore in need, and the design choice to make it look as though it's towards the end of his life cycle to mirror that of Credence, who is very clearly dying and unwell in this film, is just brilliant in my opinion. So the 9th thing that we get in this book is the writing of Bhutan, and this is so interesting to me, and I cannot wait to get my hands on this film to be able to go through it frame by frame and read all of the secret writing around the area of Bhutan. And they have confirmed that the writing in Bhutan is not actually writing in a foreign script, it is actually just a stylized English script which is very difficult to read because of the design of the letters. As you can see on this image here, it says this is the walk of the Chillin. And as you can see, the design of the letters makes it very difficult to read unless you know exactly what you're looking for. So I cannot wait to get my hands on the film and see what secrets they've written around this scene. And finally, point number 10, they do not confirm exactly how this is done, but it would appear that love again conquers all. In the book, when it talks about the destruction of the Blood Pact, it states this: angry at the turn of events, Grindelwald raises his wand to cast a spell. Credence is then suddenly protected by a shield form created by both Albus and Aberforth Dumbledore. And they state this is what causes the Blood Pact to be destroyed. So the love of a father and the love of an uncle protecting Credence is what actually causes the Blood Pact to be destroyed. This is a very nice callback to the love magic that we see throughout the Harry Potter series and different forms that love can take control and defeat very strong, potentially dark magic. So there you have it. That was 10 secrets from the Secrets of Dumbledore that we were given from the book, the movie Magic. I hope you found these interesting. I really found a lot of these interesting, and they've given me a lot of things to think about when creating some future theory videos based around the magic we see in these films. If you did like this, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, drop a comment below. I do reply to everyone, and of course subscribe to the channel. We make all sorts of Wizarding World content here if that sounds like anything you're interested in. But that is it for this video. I do hope you enjoyed it, and I cannot wait to see you in the next one. And until then, mischief managed.